And we are live. What's good, y'all? It's your man, DL Saint. Welcome to the DL Saint I Really Want to Know podcast. What's up, y'all? How y'all doing? Happy Monday. I am checking the audio. Y'all know how I get down. Audio sounds good. Hope y'all had a good weekend. Hope you guys got plenty to eat and all that good stuff for Turkey Day and all that, Thanksgiving. I understand a lot of people don't like it because of the political message and all that behind it. But hey, you know where I look at it, like if you got together with your family and your friends, your loved ones, it's a win. That's how I look at it. So I hope you got together and had a good time, ate good, and I hope now y'all out walking and hitting the gym and burning all those extra calories that you packed on off. I mean, that's what I'm hoping. That's what I'm hoping. So it's Monday, y'all. We're back into the grind. Kids are back in school. And it's like, all right, I'm just chilling. As you can see, I'm trying to stay on top of the schedule now. I would like to get as many episodes out and thumbnails out at least a week in advance if I can. That's what I'm working on doing. So you're going to see a lot of thumbnails out there, y'all. I'm just, trying to get it right. Still doing a lot of studying, still learning this YouTube game. Pretty soon I am going to be doing edited videos as well. Just trying to figure it out, just trying to make it happen, get what we need to get done and all that good stuff. I was messing with my microphones. I'm sorry. I'm sitting here cranking all this stuff around. I'm going to try to stick to the schedule and all that good stuff and build this up and just keep it cranking, keep it moving. Shout out to everybody in the space. You know what I mean? Fresh and Fit, Rich Cooper, Suzette Speaks, Black Man Unfiltered Network, Melanie King. Shout out to you wherever you are. I haven't seen you. I haven't done anything in a month and a half, maybe 2 months. What's up, girl? Where you at? What you doing? Are you all right? What's going on? I haven't seen you since the hurricane. I know the hurricane didn't affect you because we talked, but I haven't seen you since. I hope everything is well. Shout out to What We Know podcast, Hank in the Basement. I mean, just all those podcasts out there. Sir Hell Speaks. Shout out to all y'all doing good things, just pearly things out there, all the way in the UK. Shout out to you. All the red pill people, all the blue pill people, all the banana pill people, and everybody in between. Shout out to all y'all. I got nothing but respect for any content creator because now I'm getting to see how difficult it is. It's fun. It's challenging. It is rewarding. Starting these conversations and just getting things going. So today we're going to start the week off. We're going to have a little bit of fun. Right? A lot of guys have been asking me questions about dating, questions about female nature, questions about all this kind of stuff. And what I realize is they're looking for cheat codes. That's what they're looking for. They're looking for shortcuts, right? That's what they're looking for. What about this? But what if that? And this, I'm like, all right, I see what they're asking me. And here's the thing. I want to be completely clear, all right? There is no substitute for hard work, bro. There are no cheat codes when it comes to dating, when it comes to womanizing, when it comes to relationships. No cheat codes, only hard work. And those who put the work in tend to be successful. You get back what you put in. All right. So having said that, I did come up with 5 things that a guy could do to increase his odds of being successful in the dating game, even today. You know what I mean? And this is coming from an old man who's been out there in the streets and knows what it's like. I came from the trenches. As an older man, I'm just kind of sitting back and I observe. I do more watching than engaging these days. I like to just sit back and people watch and see what's going on. I love having good conversations in real life. You know what I mean? So my mission is different from the average guy. I'm just on something different right now. But most guys, they're trying to smash. They want to get the Foxy Brown and they're looking for cheat codes. They're looking for the XX, left, right, square, triangle, wherever, gets them the cheat code that gets them all the way to the bedroom level. That's what they're looking for. And again, that doesn't exist. You have to do the work. You have to hit the gym. You got to get your knowledge up. You got to, drag yourself out the basement. You got to become socially calibrated. It's a whole bunch of things you have to do. However, these 5 things I think will help you get there a little bit faster. And even these 5 things you got to put in work to master. So, you know what I mean? Let's get into it. So top 5 cheat codes in dating, right? We'll start with number 5. Number 5, be good at something. something, anything. Be good at something. Master something. I don't care if it's your code approach. I don't care if it's you've mastered the art of conversation. I don't care if you're like the best gamer out there in whatever game, you know what I mean, Call of Duty or whatever you guys, because I'm not a gamer, I don't know the games. Master something, right? Mastery is always a cheat code. If you are the best at something, people are going to come see you. Women are going to come see you. They're going to be impressed. They're just going to be impressed, right? You look at the people who are good at, like whatever it is, like the guy at the gym who's the best on the elliptical. Everybody gonna come see that dude. They ask questions about the elliptical. What exercise should they be doing? What about form? People gonna come holler at you. If you are the best cook, you sitting there like you almost chef level with your skills, bro. People gonna come see you, especially women. And guess what? They know you the best cook, you the best chef, you the man. They gonna ask you to come cook for them. Cheat code, boom, you right there. Boom. You went from being on the outside to being in her home, in her kitchen, preparing her a meal, steps away from her bedroom. You're looking for a cheat code? There it is. Right? Be the best at something. So that could be your cheat code. But again, you're going to have to master that thing. That's going to take a lot of work. Whatever that thing is going to take a lot of work. Right? So that's one thing I've seen so many dudes out there, just like these nerdy looking kids that don't really know that much, but they're the go-to guy on something, right? They've mastered their social game. Like, oh, if you want to be able to get into whatever party, you got to go over there and holler at, little nerdy dude over there, because he's mastered the social game and all plugs go through him. That puts him on top. And he's gonna get the most beautiful women in that city, because worst case scenario, they're just gonna flirt with him, whatever, just to be next to him, to be cool with him, right? Simple. Master that. You know what I mean? Like, again, you guys, like you said, master a video game. What's that mean, bro? If you're the best dude at Call of Duty or whatever, and you're out there competing, you out there doing your thing, it's gonna put eyes on you, bro. That's a whole nother world. The gaming world is massive, and it's mass chicks, and it's gonna be women, cute women, to come up to you. They're going to want you to coach them. They're going to want to sit down and just pick your brain about certain things, involved in that world. You right there, bro. And you don't even have to know how you could be the worst introverted dude, like sitting around there pulling your sleeve up like this all the time. When you talking to she's not going to care, because you the man on that, whatever that game is. You know what I mean? The NBA games or the football games or whatever. You are the dude. You are going to get women coming to you. Master something. Fitness, we already know that. You know what I mean? Like, you got a guy who's like in the gym all buffed up or whatever. Women gonna holler at him. If you're the guy that does the best cycle class, like the spinning class, right? If you're the best dude at that, women all day long. Personal training sessions, want to hang out with you, wonder, hey, do you ride in real life? Can we go ride down the coast? You own. Master something. Right? Anything. And that's going to put you on. Hey, trombone, trumpet, you know what I mean? DJ. If you are a master editor, if you can edit anything, you can make anybody's YouTube page look like something Hollywood did or whatever. You can edit stuff and put it on their Instagram, on their TikTok, whatever. If you master that, yeah, you're going to make money off of that, but also it's going to bring women. Master something, right? Be good at something. That's number 5, yo. Number 4, be a member of a strong crew. If you don't feel like putting in the work to master something, you don't want to be that, just be a member of a strong crew, period. Like, you got a crew, like, what was that movie? Entourage. You got a crew that has all the base. Be one of the principals in that crew. Like, maybe you're the guy that's has the connects. You're the guy that knows the plug, so you can always get the table and you always get discounts. So you're the guy who can afford the bottles. Or you're the guy who has all the fashion sense and like your hair is always on point. You know what I mean? You got your accessories or whatever. You're the guy who's really good at breaking the ice. You're the guy who's really good at maintaining the conversation once the ice has been broken. You're the guy that is really good at getting everybody into the after hours, right? Be a part of that crew. Be one of the dudes in that crew. That's a cheat code, right? So now you don't have to be good at all those things. You just got one of those things on lock. And that's going to add value to that team, and that's going to bring in the women. 100%. 100%. You can just be the cute dude. Oh, you're the little cute dude. You know what I mean? Like you just kind of, you know what I mean? You're not the big masculine studly dude, but you're just the cute, the cuddly guy that all the women want to friend zone. Fine. And you understand that most of these women going to friend zone me, but that means I can bring all these women out with me because they're going to want to be with my crew. You're going to get some residual off of that all day long. Like, yeah, the girls that done friend zoned you, that's one thing, whatever. They done friend zoned you. But, you know what I mean? They going to bring their friends in. And the dudes in your crew going to set you up with one of those, get you set up with one of those chicks, right? Again, we're talking about cheat codes. I've seen that. I've seen guys that are just with a crew, could be like a 4-man crew. One of the dudes in there like, who is this guy? He's always on scene. But he was getting it. He was getting it. He might have not got a woman every night or every weekend, but 2-3 times a month, he was getting on. Right? More often than not, that guy has a girlfriend because those dudes understand that they can't close like the top tier guys. So they get themselves someone decent and they hold on, you know what I mean? And they maintain that as long as they can. They also know that the girls that they're getting wouldn't hesitate to rock out their dudes. They understand that. You know what I mean? They understand that. So shout out to Rich Cooper. Those guys know that she's not yours, it's just your turn kind of thing. And they understand that their turn is probably going to be pretty quick, but they still have a rotation. Right? They still have a rotation. So they may be furthest from the sun, but they still in the rotation. Right? So they're still in that orbit. So being a member of a strong crew could be an excellent cheat code when you out here putting in work. And most of this stuff I'm telling you is based on my experiences in LA, but I also saw this stuff when I was coming up in Cincinnati, and pretty much every place I've been, you would notice this. Like guys tend to click up. Most guys kind of click up. Every dude has a crew. Whether they're with that crew 24/7 is different. I'm normally the type of dude to go out on my own. I've always been that way, but I keep a crew. I had a crew in LA. I had a crew of comedians I rocked with. I had a crew of air traffic controllers that I rock with. I had a crew of street dudes that I rock with. So I can move around in these different bubbles. But I was generally by myself. You know what I mean? When I wanted to go do something, it was generally me. I would meet these people wherever they were going. Hey, man, we're going to be over here at this bar. Bet. I'll see y'all up there. I wasn't rolling with them. I just met them up there. Don't get it twisted. Them my dudes. If something went down, I was with them. I'm with these dudes. You know what I mean? But I prefer to be out there on my own. I blaze my own trails. I'm out there. I'll go see what I see, and I'll come back and report to these crews like, yo, I was at so-and-so, it was popping. Y'all might want to come with me next time. That sort of thing. You know what I mean? But definitely the crew thing. For those guys who don't necessarily have the wherewithal or the game to get it on their own, get yourself with the right crew. And that's a pretty good cheat code, right? Because again, you're just going to fulfill and you're going to pick up your part of the couch as opposed to trying to lift that whole thing up by yourself. And being a guy, like I'm always rolling by myself, it didn't matter to me. I didn't need a crew to go out there and get on. To this day, I just go where I'm going to go and I'll deal with it. You know what I mean? I'm going to make it happen as best I can. If that means I got to click up with a stranger, I'll see a dude out there who's doing what I'm doing. He's rolling on his own. Yo, what's up, bro? We can get at these women right here. We're just like like, okay, cool, bet. I got you. Let's go. You know what I mean? We go in there, we handle it. You know what I mean? So people are like, oh, wingman, this, whatever you want to call it. Click up, do what you got to do. Boom, go your separate ways. I can't tell you how many times I've done that. The women be like, was that your buddy? Like, I just met dude. I don't know him. what's his name? I don't even know his name. You know what I mean? But it is what it is. So if you don't have that skill set, put yourself with a strong crew and that'll make up for it. And here's another thing too, that people, when I had these conversations with guys, we're talking about cheat codes. Number 3, be a good dancer, yo. Be a good dancer. Be a good dancer. That's a pretty good cheat code. And when I mean dance, I mean all sorts of dance, y'all. You know what I mean? Everything from hip hop dance, just being having the rhythm and knowing how to move, salsa, you know what I mean? And all of the Latin type dances, like ballroom dancing, tango, whatever, bro. If you know how to waltz, you hear what I'm saying? Be a proficient dancer. If you can do that, you can dance your way into so many bedrooms, bro. So many bedrooms. Right now, you're going to still have to have a working knowledge of, how to communicate with folks, how to hold conversations. Well, basically how to start a conversation and just let them finish and just, like I said, sit back and be quiet. But if you can dance, women are always going to come up to you. Ask any Latin dude, right? Any Latino, any Hispanic, they'll go out to a club or whatever, and it's like salsa. Like back in LA, back in the day, it was like the Grand and the Mayan Century Club for us old people. Century Club used to have a Latin night. You know what I mean? The Grand, the Mayan. Whew, boy, you go in there, you know how to dance. All of the most beautiful women that are in there are gonna want to holler at you. Every single one of them. Point blank. Period. It is what it is. That's how they get down. You know what I mean? And if you have just the ability to hold a conversation, she gonna give you her number. If anything, just so she can come out when you go out again, so she'll have someone to dance with. Most dudes are so busy sitting back wanting to be cool, sitting back with their homies, whatever, not taking the time to learn how to dance. I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you, that's gonna put you on 100% cheat code. But again, it takes work to be a good dancer. It takes practice, takes work. Some people are natural, but it's going to take work, especially when you do these different forms, tango, merengue, like I said, waltzing. Like if you know how to waltz, bro, I ain't gonna lie to you. I really never took any classes on waltzing or whatever, but I was having fun one night in some bar and I started doing my little version of a waltz with some woman. And bro, she gave me her number, whatever. I don't think I went on to smash, but we talked a few more times or whatever, but she's a cool person. Be open, fellas. You want a cheat code? That's a good cheat code. You know what I mean? Brother Jay Swans, don't be giving game away for free, brother. Yeah, just a little taste. This is just a little taste. You know what I mean? I can tell you this, but trust me. If y'all really want to know the secrets, y'all going to have to holler at me, man, for real. Holler at me one time. I'll take you out into the real world and coach you up, right? And we're working on that. We're putting together packages as we speak. Next year, probably spring of next year, we're gonna start rolling some stuff out for you gentlemen who truly want to improve themselves, right? They truly want to drag themselves out the basement and become socially aware of what's going on. We're gonna have some packages out there where we can help you out. And when we do this is gonna be something that's live and direct. It's gonna be in person. It won't be any calls. It won't be any, you know what I mean? Like a lot of people like to do the Zoom calls or whatever. No. If you truly want me to help you become a better person in this womanizing world, in this sexual marketplace, you're going to have to come see me. We can meet up either here where I stay, or I come meet up with you where you stay, or we can meet in a neutral city. But I need to see how you work so I can coach you up properly and get you on track. That's coming. Brother Charus is in the house, and that was Jay Swans telling me not to get him the game away for free. You know what I'm saying? Let me show my brother some love. You know what I mean? Brother Charus is also on the fact. He's a Cleveland fan. They messed around and they lucked themselves into a win over Tampa Bay. You know what I mean? All right, I guess. Okay, the Cleveland Browns. Okay. You know what I mean? Unlike the mighty Bengals, you know what I'm saying? We went down to Tennessee and took that win. It's hard work. There was no luck involved. It was a little bit of luck. We always take that luck. Brother Tarus, what's good, man? Facts, man, too busy hanging around. They boys at the club instead of having fun with the ladies. Absolutely. And Brother Tarus is going to be on We got a show coming up on in 2 days. In 2 days, November 30th, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We're going to be talking about the Fresh and Fit effect. The thumbnail is out. We're going to be talking about that. So you're going to have two OG type dudes, both of us former military, both of us, you know what I mean, from the Midwest. You know what I mean? I'm from Cincinnati. He's from Cleveland. I'm a little older. But we're going to be talking about Fresh and Fit and the Fresh and Fit effect on society today, pretty much the sexual market, the sexual marketplace. And it's not really, and not just Fresh and Fit. We're going to be talking about touching on Rich Cooper, Rollo Tomasi, the Tate brothers. And I'm talking about Andrew and Tristan Tate and the entire manosphere and the effects on young men and women, or men and women in general today. So definitely check us out for that. That's going to be in a couple days. That's on the 30th. And that's going to be a good conversation. Y'all know I'm Team Fresh and Fit, and Brother Tarus is not. So we're going to get into it. We're going to have a good honest conversation about what's going on today in this world. And thanks for, shout out to you, bro, for supporting. You know what I'm saying? Like I understand why you're a Cleveland fan, because, that's home. I get it. You know what I mean? But the original Cleveland Browns are down they're the Ravens now. They're Baltimore. That's right, people. The real Cleveland Browns are the Baltimore Ravens. And today's Cleveland Browns are an expansion team. For those who didn't know, look it up. They got their football team jacked from them. It's like, what? Y'all ain't gonna give us this money? Well, we out of here then. It was a power move. It's crazy, but it is what it is. But yeah, shout out to them. They had a good game. They won. Baltimore lost and Cincinnati won. So yeah, the Bengals and the Ravens have the same record. However, we have lost to Cleveland and Baltimore and Pittsburgh once. So we got a lot of work to do in the division. This is not going to be an easy run, to the playoffs. All right, enough about football. So number 2 I have on here is be funny. Be funny. Don't be silly. Don't be sarcastic. Don't be stupid. Be funny. Understand what funny really is and master it. I'm not saying master to the point where you need to be like Bill Burr or Dave Chappelle and get on stage and make billions of dollars being a comedian. I'm not saying that. What I am saying is understand how to be entertaining. Right? You don't want to be the clown. You don't want to be the jester. You just be able to sprinkle in enough humor to break down people's walls so they can really, sit down, talk to you, and have a good conversation. Right? So you definitely want to do that. Be funny, y'all. Be funny. You know what I mean? I know it sounds simple, but it's really difficult to master. A lot of guys come off silly as hell, and that makes you look thirsty. Right? A lot of guys come off very sarcastic, and that makes you look like an asshole. You have to find that happy medium and master it. It's really hard to be consistently in the zone. Right? So you're going to have to put in work like anything else. You're going to have to put in the work. But if you can manage that, almost all women, bro, close to 100% of women will tell you like, oh, he's funny and I like that. Right? That comes up all the time. I guarantee you, if you poll 100 women right now and ask them to list the top 5 traits that they look for in a man, funny is in there. Funny is like in everyone's top 5, every female. I guarantee you, if you would ask that question, it'll come up. They like that. You know what I mean? If you're like dog ugly and skinny and got a big head or whatever, but you're funny, they'll keep you around, bro. They'll keep you around. Right? And it's, and I'm not talking about friend zone either. Like that's a whole nother topic. We're not going to get into that right now. But if you're funny, she'll keep you around. She'll want to communicate with you because everyone needs that little laugh. You might be the guy like, you know what? I like talking to you because you're funny. How many times have y'all heard that? Ladies and gentlemen, I like talking to you because you're funny. You make me laugh. That's it. That'll keep you right there. That'll get you in the hunt. You feel me? And on the right day, who knows? she might giggle. You might be able to giggle your way right into her bedroom, which is what all dudes seem to want. Anyway, they want the cheat codes because they're trying to smash anyway. So that's something to keep in mind. Be funny, right? And then like number one on my list of cheat codes in the dating world is volunteer work. Get out there and do some volunteer work. I don't care for who or for what. It could be Meals on Wheels. You could be volunteering for some political party. It doesn't matter which one. You could be volunteering for some initiative. You know what I mean? Like, oh, we want to, I don't know, save the trees initiative. You know, it could be anything. Get out there and do volunteer work. It's going to bring you within an organization. That organization is going to be, you know, it's going to have women in it. Right? Especially depending on what the cause is. Right? If you're out there doing work, you know, helping the homeless, you know what I mean, or doing something for vets, or whatever it is you're doing, there's going to be a lot of women involved in that. So just by going and volunteering and taking care of business, like you're the guy that's always getting the stuff done. Like, you know, you get there, you're doing the work. If you're feeding the homeless, you're the one right out front, you know, scooping up the food and giving it out there. Or you're sweeping up and keeping stuff clean or whatever it is. If you're out there putting in work and putting in a lot of work for whatever the cause is, for you know, homeless puppies, you know what I mean, homeless kitty cats, whatever. If you're out there in the forefront on this volunteer thing, women are going to be all over you. All over you. You know what I'm saying? So just keep that in mind. Brother Cody is Kings in the house. What's good, fam? Good to see you. Good morning to you, brother. You know what I mean? Well, good afternoon here on the East Coast. But good to see you. Yeah, man, I'm just out here talking crazy. You know what I mean? Nothing too fly. Probably just do 30, you know what I mean, 30 minutes actually. We're pretty much coming up on the end because we listed the five things, the 5 cheat codes in the dating world. But volunteering, I'm telling you, fellas, get out there, find a cause, find a party, find an organization, volunteer some time. By the time there's a big event within that organization, you're going to come up. Guaranteed. You're going to get a shot. You're going to get a shot. You know what I mean? So there you have it, y'all. And again, I just wanted to make this quick. It's Monday. We got another show later on this evening. We're going to be talking about guess who came to dinner. And yes, we're going to be talking about Donald Trump. That's tonight at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. The thumbnail is out. Guess who came to dinner? Shaking my head. And we're going to be talking about Donald Trump, Kanye West, and the white nationalist. I think it's Nick Fuentes. I think his name is. And yeah, Donald Trump and the Trump campaign is in a lot of hot water over that. You know, so and that's yeah. I can't wait to talk about that tonight. That's tonight at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We're going to be talking about that. Sister Candace is in the house. What's good, Sister Candace? How you doing? Should I say Queen Candace is in the house? What's good? It's always a pleasure to see you. And I know, like, you know, I know this was a quick one. Let me drag it out just a little bit. We'll run over the top 5 cheat codes in dating one more time so you guys don't have to go back and rewind it or watch it in team replay. But number 5, be good at something. Be good at something. Like we said, it could be anything. It could be video games, cooking, whatever. Be good at something. Be a member of a strong crew. That's number 4. You know what I mean? Like, you got your nice crew of 3 or 4 dudes. Be solid. You know what I mean? Be a member of that crew, and that can help put you in with definitely with women. You know what I mean? If you're in a big city or any city, you're down with the cool kids, so to speak. You got to roll on that crew. You got to roll on that team, and you know what I'm saying? Your role is valuable. That's going to help bring it in right there. That's a cool little cheat code. Brother Cody is King. Find a person where you are in a leadership role. Right. Find a position where you are in a leadership role that helps tons. It does. Take her to a place where you are well known and respected. Right. And that goes to social proof. That goes to social proof. Right. So if you're a member of a strong crew, or you're good at something, like we were saying before, like you're really good at, like, your social game is strong, when you meet some woman and you take her somewhere and everyone knows you and everyone's coming up to shake your hand and everyone's making it their business to come over and say hello, that woman is going to like really want to know who you are. They're going to really they're going to want to know who you are. In fact, that reminds me of something.
Everybody
sit down now.
Sit down, please. It's story time. It's story time.
It's story time, y'all. So listen, I was in LA and I was hanging out in I got a lot of bubbles. So I was at this place called The Lodge. At the time, it was my favorite steakhouse in LA. They're now defunct, but it was on Wilshire and La Cienega. Right. And it was a motif of a lodge. So it was like a lot of wood and stuff. Like, it was like a big, it was supposed to give you a feel of being inside of a huge log cabin. It was great food. It was a steakhouse, great service, great food, all that kind of stuff. I knew everyone, not everyone. I knew a third of the employees there from the general manager down. So one night I'm in there just kicking it. I'm at the bar. And my buddy's behind the bar and we were just chopping it up. And there was this I'm not going to say her name, but it was just a very attractive woman. Who at the time was in her early 30s. Now, I was in my late 30s. So very attractive. She was an actress. You know what I mean? I'd seen her multiple times. Normally didn't say anything to her. My buddy introduced us, right? Because when I walked in, everybody was like, what's up? From the door to the bar, I must have dapped up 6 people, right? People nodding at me, hey, Don's here, whatever. So she's like, okay. This guy's known. He's known. We're sitting there. My buddy introduces us. So she comes down and she sits right next to me. We sitting around chopping it up. And then she invites me to go to this. There was an event going on in Hollywood at Lucky Strikes, the bowling alley. I'm like, all right, I'll go. I ain't doing nothing. So we go. I'm riding with her. Did I take a cab? Because this was before Uber. So I think I took a cab that night to get there. So, all right, she's driving. We drive up here. We're outside of Lucky Strikes. The rope is up. There's a bouncer, whatever. She's in front. I'm trailing behind. And she's having trouble getting in, right? She's trying to get in. She's like, you see her something. So I walk up. Again, I'm trailing behind her. I walk up. The bouncer sees me, and the manager comes out and sees me. Boom, dap me up. What's good, bro? These are guys that were in my comedy circle. There was a comedy show at Lucky Strikes once a week, and I was always there, and it is what it is. So not only did the bouncer know me, but the manager of the spot knew me. The manager was a comedian, actually went on to be quite famous. And boom, they're like, come on in. Rope opens up, and she's like, I'm with him. I'm like, yeah, because they weren't going to let her in. Like, yeah, she's with me. So we come in, and inside there was someone who was famous, and he was having a birthday celebration. So, he sees me. What's good, dog? What's up, player? So again, now she really wants to know who I am. Like, who are you? Right? So, long story boring, she wound up at the house with me. We had a good time. We did some grown up stuff. It was cool. I never saw her again. Right? I take that back. I did see her, never hung out with her again. Here's the thing. My mastery and my social circles put me on that night. Put me on. Like I said, it's an attractive woman. She could have gave that Foxy Brown to anybody, and trust me, it was mad dudes in there trying to get it. But she took me home. And when it was all said and done, like we broke up, like not broke up, but we split apart inside the party. I'm doing what I'm doing. She's doing what she's doing. I saw her again end of the night in the garage. I was walking another friend of mine to her car. Right. And it's funny because last time I spoke to my friend, she brought this up. So I was walking her to her car. Shout out to Melissa McQueen. She was there that night. Shout out to you. Very, very funny comedian. I was walking her to her car, and I saw the sister that I was, that I met at the lodge that drove me up there. And then she was with some dude trying to get on. And she was like, oh, look, there's my cousin. She called me her cousin. I'm like, what's up, girl? She was like, yeah, I got to take my cousin home. So, okay. She's talking to the guy. Okay, bye-bye. The guy left. She takes me to the crib. And yeah, if we were cousins, then when we got home, what we did was illegal. You know what I'm saying? We must have been more than kissing cousins. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? But that social status got me on that night. Period. That's all I'm saying. You can get out there, you can master that sort of thing. That's a cheat code. Queen Candace, Cody is king. Bottom G's top mod. LOL. How are you? Y'all crazy. And Cody's at Candace. He's laughing. Good. How are you? As late as me, I see. Yep. You guys are never late. Y'all are always right on time. Cody is king. Yes. Popularity bias. Yes. That's the thing. Sister Candace. Great. Just trying to catch up on some like housework. Look at that. Candace is doing housework. She's doing, man, she won. She won. She won. Shout out to her. She won. You know what I mean? Shout out to all the sisters out there who won. Handling their business, taking care of housework, also working outside the home, taking care of the children, being a dutiful wife, being feminine. Shout out to y'all. You know what I mean? That's what's up. Cody is king, 1,000%. Social respect can do all the work for you if need be. True. It is what it is. You know what I mean? Win story time. Thank you. You know what I mean? I haven't done story time in a while. Alabama style. Absolutely. Kissing cousins. Alabama style. See, you getting Alabama mad at you, brother Cody. They gonna come up there to Canada looking for you. Miss AKA, ladies in the house, what's good, love? Welcome. So yeah, we're just doing a quick show, and I was talking about 5 cheat codes in the dating world. We were talking about be good at something. We were talking about social status, like be a member of a strong crew. You know what I mean? Add value to that crew, and that crew is gonna, a byproduct of that is you're gonna get access to women. Be a dancer, right? Be a good dancer. Again, I stress salsa, like the Latin dances. If you can master those dances straight up, and I understand it's the club. People say, oh man, you're going into the club, you're going to meet a certain type of woman. Only 304s be in a club like that. I'm not arguing that point, but in the Latino world, it is part of the culture. So not all the women who are in there all the time, and not all of the women who are in there are 304s. Just keeping it 100. They love to dance. It's not even about coming up and getting the numbers. Dudes understand this. Now, yes, guys are going to want to try to come up. Yes, that's what they're going to try to do. So they're in there. It's a lot of guys who don't really dance like that. They'll be in there trying to run their game on the women that they find in these spots. But what I am saying is this: if you know how to dance, that is going to enhance your game, drastically enhance your game. And if you're out there dancing to the point where you're sweating, you need to look, wipe yourself out, pat yourself down because you're sweating, you're out there having a good time. Women are sitting there watching. They'll watch you out there dancing, and they can see that you really can dance. Bro, they coming up to you, and I'm talking about the dimes. They coming up to you because they are there to dance. They want to have a good time. It's a very sexy way of moving, right? And if you're good at it, they want to look sexy. They got, they're dressed up for the part. They're ready to dance. They look sexy. And look, fellas, that's a cheat code. That's a cheat code. Now, understand that the majority of the women that you're going to encounter, even though you're a good dancer, they might not be interested in you like that. They might not be. However, if you keep it above board, like, yo, I'm dancing, whatever, not trying to holler at them, they might give you an opportunity. They might slide you their number. They might slide you their Instagram or whatever. They're going to want to keep in touch. Hey, there's a dance party going over here. You're going to be there, right? Because they're going to be comfortable with you. Yes, it's a long-term play. It is, but it could work. It could work. Again, but you can't even begin that play if you don't know how to dance. And most salsa spots, the first hour or so, they give free lessons, right? And then it's just a matter on you to, again, you got to put in some work, put in the work and get good at it. Get good at it. Don't be handsome. Don't be tall. Forget about it, bro. It's on. It's on. So this is one of those things, I talk about cheat codes. This is one of those things that I tell the young guys, I tell the old guys too. You know what I mean? Be a good dancer. Same thing in hip hop. My salsa skills are barely, I'm gonna keep it 100. Like my salsa, merengue, bachata, and all that kind of shit, my shit's subpar. It really is. I can do a little bit, but it's kind of subpar. I'm at a point now where it's like, all right, I need to, step my game up and really, get myself above average, right? And that's what I'm doing. But in a hip hop club and they play something like salsa in it or whatever, yeah, I could fake it. With a woman who doesn't know what she's doing, I can grab a sister I can grab somebody in the hip hop club and I can fake it well enough to put me over. I can't do it in a salsa joint, but in a hip hop joint, I could do it, especially with someone who doesn't know that culture and they're going to have a good time. You're just kind of spinning them around and kind of moving with the music. Bro, yes, definitely a win in the hip hop circle or a picnic or some shit like that. But if I'm around the culture, if I'm with the Latinos, you know what I mean? If I'm with some Colombians, the last joint I went to was like all Colombian. Nah, ain't no faking it. Ain't no faking it. You got to know what you're doing. And I was able, you know what I mean? So it's like, all right, I'm gonna start hitting these joints up. I'm gonna go early. I'm gonna take advantage of the free lessons, free. And then if you really want to be advanced and really step your game up, you can always pay someone for some, one-on-one tutoring, like some private lessons, and that'll get you on point. That's like, it'll jump you to where you need to be, and bam. Now, whenever you go, you go ask women to dance, or when people know you, they're gonna ask you. Imagine, gentlemen, for a moment, and you walk into a spot, right? And as soon as you walk in, of course, everybody's checking everybody out. It's women are checking you out. You walk into a spot, and before you can get a drink, one of the most beautiful women in the club walk up to you, tap you on your shoulder, give you a hug, and immediately you're going out dancing. All the other women are looking. You're like, wow, who is this guy? Because this beautiful woman that walked up to him and took him out to dance, go out there and dance for a few songs, come back. You trying to get a drink, boom, another woman comes up, hugs you, takes you out. Women are looking like, who is this guy? So eventually they're going to walk up and ask you for a dance. And then they're going to, who are you? What's your name? Da, da, da. It puts you on. It's a cheat code. But you got to put in the work. Let me catch up with the chats real quick. But that's just how it is. I say, Brother Cody is saying, what's up to Miss AKA Lady? Miss AKA Lady is saying, what's up to Brother Cody? Cody is king, absolutely dancing well and confidently goes a long way, a very long way. That is the best thirst trap for a man ever. It's better than having a Lamborghini or a Rolls Royce. Speaking of Lamborghinis and Rolls Royce, fresh from the Fresh and Fit podcast, the dude knows how to salsa. Merengue, he knows that life, right? He can do it. So again, before he had the exotic cars, before he was wearing the jewelry, before the high rise, he was getting them because he was taking advantage of these small things, these small details that put you on, right? Now, I've never seen the brother dance. I take his word for it. Because normally when I'm in Miami, we're in these high-end joints or whatever, but I plan on going down for my birthday. My birthday is 3 days after Christmas. Hopefully my dudes will be home. But I'll be down there hitting some Latin joints up and hitting some whatever. So if dude's there, I'm definitely going to, Fresh, if you're watching, I'm going to be hitting you up pretty soon to let you know I'm coming. And I want to hit up a Latin spot. You know what I mean? I want to see my man put in work. I'm curious to see how good he is. But anyway, these are cheat codes. Cody is king. Bait, absolutely. Brother Cody, women are attracted to the movement like a T-Rex plus attracted to F. Right. You know what I mean? Fun in general. And I mean, it is what it is. Gentlemen, if you're going to do this, let the dancing speak for itself. If you're going to be good at something, like I said before, you're good at something, let that, whatever that is, let it speak for itself. And if you're a member of the crew, just do what you're supposed to do as a team member of that crew. In other words, don't be thirsty. These cheat codes only work if you're a reserved kind of dude. You get a girl dancing with you can't be, especially salsa, your hand's going to be up here on her back. It's not going to be down on her butt, right? If you go out and you're dancing with a chick, like a woman, and it's salsa and you got your hand on her butt, that's it. She's never going to dance with you again. She knows you're not a real dancer. It needs to be up on her back, right? Just below, just below her shoulder blades. You need to be up there. Plus, you need to be able to turn her. You need to... Women love, like Latino women love salsa because the men have to lead. They have to lead in the dance. The men take control and they move you, and that's what makes it a beautiful thing. So dudes, make sure you know that. Don't go in there thirst trapping, like don't go in there half-assing like you do this. You go in there half-ass, and then right away she's gonna realize like, oh yeah, he don't know what he's doing. He don't know what he's doing, Buster. I'm out of here. And it hurts you, and that's gonna spread like wildfire. Oh yeah, he's a buster, he's a fake, he's thirsty. You just burned that spot. None of the women gonna take you serious. They gonna all say no. They gonna, no, I'm okay. I don't want to dance. This is how it works. This is how it works. They see it. They're watching. So if you do this, you want to take advantage of this cheat code, you must learn the rules of that dance and where to put your hands and how to lead and all that good stuff. You must know how to do it, fellas, or it's not going to work. Period. Miss AKA lady, if you can't move your body right on the dance floor, then just saying, real talk, right? Real talk. And the opposite is true. If you can move your body just right on the dance floor, any dance floor, women are like, it's on. He knows what he's doing on the dance floor. He certainly knows what he's going to do in the bedroom chamber. So when she jumps on that magic stick, she going to know he know what to do with it. Here's what it is, fellas. Y'all want cheat codes? There it is. There it is. So be a good dancer. Be funny, right? That's number 2. Be funny. Like I said, you don't want to be corny. Right? You don't want to be sarcastic. There's a difference. You want to find that sweet spot. Be funny. You don't want to be constantly dropping jokes. You don't want to be that guy. You want to just sit back, right? Maintain that cool demeanor. And when the moment's right, drop that little funny line in there and everybody laughs. She's going to check you out. She's going to look at you. She'll be over here like, and you drop that line. She's going to look at you. You know what I mean? She's going to check you out. And just sit back again. Fade back into the, you know what I mean? Fade back into the darkness. Just sit back and chill. Be the strong, silent type. Eventually, she's going to come over and want, what's up with you? She wants, you know what I mean? And you, whisper some, something funny in her ear. It's on. It's on. Oh, my God, you're so cool. It's on. Be funny. And finally, the last one, the number 1 on the list, volunteer work. Volunteer work, people. Right? Volunteer. Get out there, be a part of some organization, volunteer for something, you know what I mean? Whatever it is, man. If you're just going out to the hospital to hold babies, you know what I mean? Because, whatever, if you do that or you know what I mean? You going out to find lost puppies, whatever it is, volunteer work. You're going out to plant trees, right? You're going out to work with whatever political party or whatever organization, Habitat for Humanity, whatever. Meal on Wheels, volunteer work. That'll get you on, bro. Because the women who they're coming in there to work. And they're going to come in there and see you busting your butt. They're going to see that you're passionate about whatever it is. That is going to draw her in. She's going to want to know who you are. She's going to want to know more about you. Right? And when that happens, you on. Again, it's a cheat code. It got you there. It got you to the conversation. Now, here's the thing. You can't be a weirdo. You can't. Now, there are exceptions to the rule if you kind of on the spectrum or whatever, you know what I mean? That's why you so focused in on whatever it is. You know what I mean? They might give you a pass, but bro, you can't come off a weirdo. You can't come off thirsty. The instant she comes up and you're like just all over, like, you can't do that. Understand it's a play, right? Understand it is a play. Like, yes, I am here to help. However, I understand that this could be a play. Sit back. You got to be patient. It's fishing. It's fishing. You put the line out there and you sitting back. Get your little harmonica out and start playing or something. You sitting back. You watching that line. She had a little, well, not yet. Don't grab it yet. Nah, it's not enough. It's not enough. Wait. Okay, now. I'll go ahead and reel it in. Right? So I've given you some cheat codes, gentlemen, but there is more to it. And like I said, come spring 2023, we're going to have these packages together and we're going to be right there for those who want to take advantage. We'll get you coached up. We'll get you sorted out if you're from the other side of the pond. You know what I mean? We'll put you on game, homie, if you're from the West Coast. But these are some of those cheat codes. You might be able to figure these out on your own. The best, I think the best one would be the dance thing, especially salsa. Whatever city you in, if there's a salsa night, go early, get the free dances, right? Until you get decent, just go early, get the dances and leave until you get good, right? This is something you don't want to jack up, especially if you're in a small town. There's not many salsa joints. You don't want to screw it up. So don't go approaching women until you are good, right? And the whoever's doing the free courses, they'll tell you when you're good enough. They'll tell you when you're ready. Like, all right, you're ready to strike out there on your own. Then come and make your move. Get out there and dance. And remember, Don't be hungry, fellas. Don't be hungry. You know what I mean? We got Colonel Sanders in the house. What's good, fam? Like the MF video. Please do. Like it if y'all getting some value out of it. Please like it. You know what I mean? It is what it is. I appreciate that. Cody is king. Yep. Gonna find more quality women out in society than at a club. Facts. You know what I mean? It is what it is. You know, the caliber of woman that you tend to find in the nightclub, especially today, is just really low, bro. You talking about low hanging fruit. I think it's really on the ground. It's not even hanging anymore. It done fell off. It's on the ground. It's been kicked about. There's just not any quality women in the nightclub, man. When you just look at the balance of probabilities, that's the facts. It is what it is. You know what I mean? But when you start doing other things, you know what I mean? I'm not a big guy on the church, but, the women in the church, they're trying to get better. So I give them that. The fact that they're in church, they're trying to get better, but, it's still, you got to be careful what you're doing. But when you get out there in the political realm, when you start getting out there into these, other realms where people are just out here doing good, like cleaning up plastic off the beach, trash off the beach, that kind of stuff. Like going into neighborhoods where, and cleaning up, empty parking, empty lots. Like we used to be buildings just torn down. Now it's all like full of junk and stuff, going in and cleaning that stuff up, maybe turn that into a park or like a neighborhood garden and stuff like that. Doing those kind of things that better people, that better the neighborhood, that better society. You're going to meet some real cool people there. You're going to meet some top tier women, right? You're gonna, right? I mean, it just raises the odds of meeting someone good. And it doesn't mean that that particular woman is going to be free of hypergamy and all that other kind of stuff. You still got to understand female nature. You still got to understand male nature. You still got to understand human nature, right? But I like your odds in that world as opposed to being in a club. Being at concerts, depending on the type of concert, not as bad as clubs, but it's close. It's close. It's not, a lot of people getting, they're getting drunk, they're getting wasted, they're getting whatever. They're doing drugs, they're doing all kind of stuff at these concerts. You got to be careful who you're dealing with. So, there's that. You know what I mean? There's that. But yeah, the key though is getting out of the basement. Basement dwellers, y'all got to climb out of there. Miss AKA lady, volunteer work can get you trapped in the friend zone too if you're not careful. You can be successful, but don't end up work buddy by mistake. Facts. You know what I mean? I still encourage I still encourage you to go out there, get trapped in the friend zone a couple times, and you will see that she'll tell you all about the other dude that didn't get into the friend zone that she's smashing or whatever, right? Or her friends are smashing. So you'll learn a valuable lesson. It's like, all right, go to the next event. Like go to the next, whatever it's going to be. Come out of that one. Let's say that was Meals on Wheels and you got friend zoned by the girl you wanted. Okay, fine. Come out of Meals on Wheels. You know what I mean? And do another one. Do, Habitat for Humanity or whatever. And learn from your previous mistakes and don't get in friend zone. And you're like, man, come on, Saint. You talking about just going out here to do good work, but you're really just trying to get women. I think it's a plus. It's a win-win for everybody. You are doing, it's a good cause for our society, and you're out there meeting good women. And hopefully you're learning. But that was a great point, Miss AKA lady. Last call for insight. What's good, brother? Yo, I need to talk to you, man. You sent me that info, and I need to get back to you, and I will. Give me a couple of days, bro. My bad for not getting back to you right away. You know how it is, growing pains. But what's good for last call for insight? Giving free game yet again. Yeah, this is the first couple hits are free, my brother. Come springtime, we're gonna have the packages together, right? Because I'm telling you what to do, but you're still gonna need a little bit of help in mastering it. So that's my you and Jay Swans are both right though. But this is what I'm doing, like a little free preview. Miss AKA lady, if you can dress, smell good, dance, and are funny, you will no doubt be successful. You can still get friend zoned, but she is right. She is absolutely right. Remember I was saying master something, be good at something. If you're just good at fashion, that's something right there. Right? If you're the go-to guy on cologne, that's good right there. Master something. Be good at something. That's going to put you on. Last call for insight, no problem. Absolutely, bro. I know you doing good work, man, for sure. So yeah, that's pretty much where we are. Those are my 5. And for those who are watching it in the chats, give me one cheat code, men and women out there right now listening to me. Miss AKA Lady just gave hers. You know what I mean? Who else has a cheat code? Sister Candace, Brother Colonel Sanders, Brother Cody is King. Last call. Does anyone have, before we go, does anyone have any cheat codes out there that they think could help some guys who are, trying to make it happen? Cody is King and Miss AKA Lady. Pick one. LOL. LOL. Most dudes don't have any of those. That is so true. Miss AKA Lady. Smell freaking good. Number 1. Hey, there's a lot of women. Hey, for real. And I know Brother Michael's not on this one, but he's all about that smell good, bro. He's one of the guys that's on his cologne. We did a show on cologne not too long ago, but I need to do another one. Probably going to do one next week. With Christmas coming up. Actually, that's a good gift to buy guys. You know what I mean? And women. Cologne and perfume. Can't go wrong. So, yeah, we're going to do a show, and we can see what the top perfumes and colognes are out there. So, Miss AKA Lady, smell freaking good. That's her cheat code. Sister Candace, I've been out of the game too long. LOL. I ain't mad at you. But when you were back in the day, once upon a time, what was one of the things that you were just like, when it came to a guy? Or what was that one thing about your husband that drew you in? What was, you know what I mean? If he had a cheat code, maybe he did the work the old fashioned way, but if he had a cheat code, what was it? Colonel said, rare good cologne. Absolutely. Can't go wrong with cologne. Brothers out here still smelling like Ross camping, Ross cologne. Yeah, bro. And that old school polo. Oof. You know what I mean? Last call for insight. Listen to what people say and watch what they do. Identify the differences and then move forward. Yeah. Being socially aware. Huge cheat code. If you can master that, yeah, bro, you can get yourself into the final round every trip. You know what I mean? But if you can master that, yes, that'll definitely get you to the final round. It's kind of like on that TV show, America's Got Talent, when they hit that golden button, that golden buzzer and all that gold stuff falls down. If what Brother Last Call just said, last call for insight, listen to what people say and watch what they do, identify the differences, and then move forward. If you can master that, yeah, that gets you right to the live performances. You ain't got to go through all the other stuff. That's that golden buzzer. You know what I mean? Brother Cody is King, stand up straight, chest out, way out. Yeah. Don't look down, eyes up. I had an episode about that, talking about making eye contact. Absolutely. Eyes up. That's part of the confidence. You know what I'm saying? I've never seen a buff dude, a big dude, a guy who works out on his body, walking around all slouched over looking at the ground. I've never seen it. You know what I'm saying? I take that back. I've seen it once. It was Reggie Williams, football player. I saw him in Miami, walking. It was in South Beach, right in front of the Versace mansion. He was looking down, walking up against the wall, walking down the sidewalk. And that's because he had he had issues back then. He hadn't worked out yet. That's the only time I ever saw it. That dude's massive. Ricky Williams, huge. And that's when he wound up in Miami. He was playing in Miami. Huge guy. You know what I mean? It's like a building with legs. That's how big he was, bro. Just kind of leaning up against, you could tell he's like, no one didn't want anybody to see him kind of thing. Casual Germs in the house. What's good, fam? How you doing there, Marine? Oh, man, I have a Scentbird cologne company. Yeah, you was talking about that, Scentbird. I haven't even looked that up. But he has a subscription, $15 a month, and they'll just send you a 30-day bottle of Smell Good of your choosing. Very worth it. That sounds good. That sounds real good, actually. $15 a month, and they'll send you a 30-day bottle. Yeah, man, because, to buy a bottle of some of the, what is it? Like Chrome, was it Chrome? Or anyway, like if you want to go out and get yourself a nice bottle of cologne these days, like the top end stuff, and I couldn't think of, there's one in particular I was trying to think of, and it escapes me. But you can spend upwards of $500, depending on what size bottle. So $15 a month, and they're going to send you a 30-day supply of whatever, whatever cologne. That's a lick. That is a good deal. That's a real good deal. Miss AKA Lady, A good smell will always have me look back just to see what man passed me. Yeah, y'all getting it right now, bro. I may not say anything, but man, that's hard to ignore. Women talk real bad about a funky man for your information. Yeah, yes, they do. Yes, they do. Yeah, I know Chanel Blue is probably one of my favorites. And there is not Chrome was another one of my favorites, but that, you know what I mean? I got Dolce Light Blue. I like that. So no, there's some really good colognes out there. Man, I cannot think of my most recent purchase. If Brother Michael was on here, be able to tell me, which is the best smelling cologne I have. Whenever I wear it, women are like, they know what it is. They don't even ask me what it is. They know what it is. God, and it was my cousin told me to buy it. I went with her. Where were we at? Neiman Marcus and bought it. And I can't remember the name of it right now. The name escapes me. But boy, oh boy, whenever I wear it, I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. I'll have women just stand next to me just so they can smell it. And it does smell good. But yeah. Last call for insight. We'll look into that at Casual Germ. Never tried Scentbird. I started using Beverly Hills exclusive unique luxury from Kevin Samuels. Never used anything else after that. And I've never heard of these, so that's pretty cool. But there it is. It looks like the number one cheat code is cologne. So I should have updated my own little cheat code thing. Is smell good. Number one cheat code. But smelling good, you know what? Yeah, that'll get her interested in you, but there's so much more work involved. Once, okay, you smell good, she's standing there, now what? You know what I mean? So if you can dance and you're in the right spot, she's standing there, you smell good, now what? How about we go dance? Now she can really smell you because she's going to be like right up on you. Now she'll be like right here, while you're out there dancing around. And since we don't slow dance anymore in the hood, that used to be a thing when I was growing up. The DJ would slow it down and he would slow dance. We don't do that anymore. It's all twerking and booty stuff. That's why I like salsa, merengue, bachata, all that kind of stuff. I love that stuff. So anyway, that was it. That was my top 5 cheat codes. Number 5, be good at something. Number 4, be a member of a strong crew. Number 3, be a good dancer. Number 2, be funny. Number 1, volunteer work. And it looks like the chat is also like, you know what? The real number 1 is smell good. So thanks for rocking out, y'all. I really appreciate it. Again, I'll be back at 6 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. We're going to be talking politics. Guess who came to dinner? We're going to be talking about Donald Trump and the Trump team's misstep inviting Kanye West and his white nationalist friend to dinner. We're going to definitely talk about that and that is going to be Downrange Podcast, right? So we're going to be, see y'all here tonight at 6 p.m. Miss AKA Lady. Oh gosh, dancing with a man that smells good. That's a whole trap, women. It is a whole trap, especially if he knows what he's doing. Brother Cody is king on the day. Ask her about herself. Don't tell about you. Right. Let her do the talking and sit back and listen. Win DL. Thank you, brother. I appreciate that. And that was from Brother Cody. Miss AKA Lady, have a good day, y'all. Yes, love, you have a good day as well. Thank you for showing. I appreciate it. Last call for insight gives me a hand. And same to you. Same to y'all. I'm DL Saint. This is the DL Saint I Really Want to Know podcast. Man, I'll talk to y'all later. 6 p.m. right here. Be there or be square. Oh, Brother Roman's in the house. What's good, fam? Shout out to you. You got to catch it on Team Replay. We out of here. I'm DL Saint. This is the DL Saint I Really Want to Know podcast. Man, I'm going to talk to y'all later. Peace.
Darn, that's the end.